that I said my channel is usually about just reviews and all that stuff. But today I want to talk about something much more serious, which I feel like not that many people want to talk about. So you might not take this serious enough, but I do. So I'll explain it. Hold on. Look around, right? You see all this grass and everything? We are destroying all of this. We're just dumping our waste into everywhere. We're not recycling enough. And worst of all, we just keep using too much fuel and not caring enough about climate change. Or how some people say, global warming. Pretty sure climate change is caused by global warming, and we're causing it. We are using too much fuel, and we're also not taking enough responsibility. We're just cutting down too many trees. I mean, look at that right there. Yeah. One thing I also want you to know is that we're also putting a bunch of animals into danger of extinction. Tigers are going extinct. A few species of rhino are going extinct. And much more stuff that are just sad to talk about. When I was young, never in a million years did I think tigers would be going extinct. Tigers, of all things. Not just that, rhinos, hippos at some point, and polar bears are in danger of becoming extinct. They're not an endangered species yet, but it's just a matter of time. I mean, look at that. Pollution's just out of control these days. So I made this video to let you know that you still have a chance to be a good person. These days nobody gives a single crap about the state of the planet or the environment. One thing I also want to talk about is the reputation of pit bulls. Pit bulls we just treat like monsters. We just act like they're the ones who is their fault. And let me ask you this. When was the last time you ever saw a pit bull attack a toddler? Exactly. Those are all just make-believe stories. And some other thing, their jaws can't actually lock in. It's too out of shape to actually be able to do that. It's sort of shaped to be able to do that. And also, most of the time, they get misidentified. So that pit bull during the news report you saw that attacked a person probably wasn't even a pit bull. It was just something like a bulldog or a Rottweiler. I'm not saying that those are aggressive either. I'm just saying. Because there are people out there who train them to do bad things. And that's just not right. Because at the end of the day, they're just dogs trying to do what their owners taught them. It's just really sad to think that nature could come to this. God, life, just gave us too much power and intelligence. We should know better than to do what we are doing right now. Stephen Hawking said we should make the world a place that we want to visit. But let me ask you this. In like half 100 years, or maybe even less or more, I don't even know. In about that time, do you think this is gonna get any better unless we put our crap together? I think not. So my message to y'all is to just be a good person. Don't throw your trash out everywhere. It's not good, okay? Just don't throw your trash around the whole place. We're not recycling enough. I know that, there's just a few flying stuff around now and then, but, we're just not recycling enough. We're just throwing our plastics into the ocean. Let me tell you a little something. Imagine picking up a single large plastic bag from the road, or the water, or grass. Sounds pretty simple, right? Now, sounds pretty simple, right? Now, imagine trying to pick up a little tiny microscopic piece of plastic. Not that simple, is it? Well, chances are it's all around us. See, plastic takes 50 to 2,000 years to dissolve. I literally looked it up, guys. And even if it does manage to break down, it doesn't completely dissolve. It'll always be still there. So recycling is much more important than it looks, because fish can swallow particles. Because fish and animals can swallow particles of that food, and when they do, it's just not good for them. I mean, not the microscopic types of plastic. I'm talking about like some of the other plastics. It just gets mixed in with the fish's food, and sometimes wild animals outside confuse that for food, eat it, get sick, sometimes even die. All because we are not responsible enough for this planet. Look, don't look at this as me being mean to you guys. I just want you guys to, like, you know, just be good people. Don't throw plastic away for no reason. If you want to get rid of it, just recycle, you know? Don't be throwing your trash out everywhere for no reason. Now, let's see. What else did I have to say? Oh, yes. We are also cutting down way too many trees. You hardly see a tree anymore. And half of that reason is because we're just cutting it all down to make the world look like something to make the streets look perfect for us. Now let me ask you this. I understand that we could have our legs once in a while, and it would be okay to cut down a few trees, but we're just overdoing it. Every minute of me filming this, thousands of trees has been cut, and only a few have been planted by those who actually care. And, guys, please just don't be like this. I mean, back then, the world was just such a beautiful place, and now it just looks like an aftermath of the future, this is just not right. If I didn't mention this earlier, we are also causing global warming, which is causing lots of animals to get dehydrated, and some species have even gone extinct from us overhunting them. Have you heard of the dodo birds? Yeah, what happens is because they got overhunted because their meat was really good. I mean, I believe them, chicken is good. But, it's just not okay to overhunt them like they did. And, they're not the only species who went extinct because of humans. Let me tell you that. So many animals have gone extinct because of our doing. And don't even get me started on how unnatural this heat is. Yes, guys, you heard me right. This heat is not natural at all. It is all our doing because we are not responsible enough to just not doing this amount of things. A few things you can do to help is to plant a tree. Oh, look, a squirrel. Well, one thing you can do to help is to plant a tree. You could also try public transportation more than driving your own vehicle, because the more gas you waste, the more it gets absorbed into the atmosphere and turned and produced into more heat. Do you know that not just a few animals are going extinct? I'm talking about, all the animals I liked as a kid are just going extinct along with everything. Okay, you're probably sick of me talking about animals, but you know what? It's the truth. And I'm not even talking about just animals. I'm just talking about the overall environment as well. Nowadays, you can't walk on grass 2 feet without seeing a piece of plastic or trash. Now here are a list of things that are okay to throw away as long as well, you know that they're biodegradable. These could be materials such as paper, cardboard, and stuff like that. Plastic just takes too much time. I don't even know why we would need to make this much plastic when we already have all the stuff we do have. Why would we even want to keep producing plastic? I think that we just should have used other materials such as glass. But no. The world is just a sad place. And that's just not okay. Man. Sometimes I just wonder if we're even trying to take care of the earth anymore. I mean, all of these stuff such as Earth Day and stuff, yeah, they might be looking like they're nice. But let me ask you this. Is us just being careful for one day gonna do anything? It's not. You have to make it into a living, otherwise nothing's gonna change. Now, is it? And I will tell you one other thing. We're also just putting too much cement everywhere. Now, don't get me wrong. It is pretty nice to have something to walk on that's not the grass. For some. And I just feel like we just don't have enough nature in our world anymore. Because as of this video being made, there's only like 20 or 35% left of the world's vegetation. So yeah, there's little to no forest left. We're just taking it all for ourselves because of our selfish desires. All we do is just destroy the earth more and more every day because we don't care about anything. I'm sorry if I'm screaming too loud. It's just the truth, guys. I mean, come on, look at this. Do you think that future people would be happy with this? People who care about the earth. Some people don't care about it and just throw their trash wherever, thinking that the world's big enough to hold all this. It's not. For every day you throw your trash away, you're damaging the earth. Now you might say that, well, oh, Kenneth, just one piece of plastic is not gonna do anything because it's already a bunch, so just one piece not gonna do anything. Well, yeah, you're right. It's not gonna make a difference until it does. Until people just keep on doing it, and then it does make a difference. Which is why throwing out plastic is not okay. Now look. Don't look at this as just me being mean to what humans do. I'm just saying that we should be better. Be more considerate about what we do. So that will be it, guys. Now, I hope you guys are happy with my explanation and will actually benefit from this. Okay? So, goodbye. Oh, and one more thing. Don't agree with me just because you do, okay? If you're gonna agree with someone who cares for the environment, actually start doing stuff for the environment too. Okay? Now, goodbye.